Hi, Nick. My name's Joe, and we're playing
Nick.
SNK 40th Anniversary Collection here today on GameSoupLP. This is a series that we actually started about, 4 years ago. And we are going to be playing a bunch of classic SNK games. We're going to be starting with Athena.
Yes.
We're going to be playing the arcade version.
You get the option between the arcade and the console. I just noticed that. Did you
Now,
see that?
you do.
Will it show you what the graphical? Oh my god. What's the graphical difference?
Well, let's see. If we wait, we might be able to see what the difference is. It might show us some gameplay here.
Oh,
yeah, it's just significantly worse.
It is. Yeah.
It's an NES game. I believe that the console version is going to be the NES
Even
version.
That was I was gonna say. That's
I wonder if they
pretty
had to
bad
get
even
permission from Nintendo to put that in here though. We're going to play the arcade version. Now we're going to hit new game. I wonder if Psycho Soldier is on here because I don't remember if I've ever played Athena. Yes, the artwork is. Well, I'll leave it to you at home, to judge the artwork in the background.
I was gonna say on the right side, there's nothing wrong with that artwork except for her face is totally smushed.
I'm gonna let you at home judge it. We're not here to disrespect old arcade games.
Why is her mouth less than a centimeter from her nose?
Now I'm gonna level with you. I've spent a lot more time playing the sequel to Athena, Psycho Soldier.
What?
Than playing the original Athena.
The sequel is called Psycho Soldier?
Yes, Athena is the Psycho Soldier.
Shut up.
Yeah. So
Is it?
Oh, you can actually speed up and rewind the game. So if you make mistakes, you can rewind the game. Yeah. It looks like the R trigger rewinds the game, or the L button seems to rewind the game.
Okay, so this is exclusive. This is exclusive to the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection,
Correct,
I assume,
yep.
right?
Yeah.
It's not something that you could do. Okay.
And this episode is brought to you by SNK. That's right. SNK contacted GameSoup.
Yep.
And told us to purchase their game. That's what Capcom does to us. We signed up for Capcom's mailing list, and they never give us any keys or anything. They just let us know to purchase their games.
Yeah. You know, I'm signed up for the Resident Evil 2. When that game came out, I signed up for an account so I could look at their online. They had like telemetry or whatever, like data collection about how players played, like what they died to the most.
Right.
And I still get emails from that service like every month or so, and it's like, come on, dude, you don't have to send me those emails all the time. But I'm too lazy to do anything about it. Plus, Resident Evil 3 is coming out. Oh my god, you can jump like Legend of Kage.
Yeah, the jumping is it's exactly as bad as it looks.
What is that?
It's oog.
Did you just come up with oog?
Yeah.
Oog. It's oog.
I mean, what else would you call him? That's not really that clever.
No.
I like that the sword is the exact same blue as the background. So after we play Athena, we're gonna have to see if Psycho Soldier's on this collection.
Yeah.
I really hope that it is,
God.
because I would like to play Psycho Soldier.
World of Forest. Remember when the arcade had platformers in it? Because I really don't, actually.
Yeah, they had Rostan at Q-Mart. Do you remember Rostan?
No, I don't think I've ever played it.
Yeah, most people have never played it. Most people don't remember Rostan, but I do. Had really stiff animation. He played as like a warrior guy with a sword, and it's sort of like Magic Sword, but shittier. And to compare a game to Magic Sword is going to fall upon deaf ears because people don't know what Magic Sword is.
What's Magic Sword?
It's an old Capcom platformer, fantasy platformer. Oh, but we can't break through walls with the sword.
What happened to your hammer?
I replaced it with a sword. Wait, I also can't jump very high anymore.
Oh no. Are you dead? I think you're dead.
Wait, now it's forcing me to walk to the right. That was weird. It might be the dead zone of the controller.
You can walk left. You can walk left, can't you?
Oh yeah, we can walk left. So maybe we're not at a complete fail state.
That were.
Well, we got a game over, so I guess that's the end of that.
Is it actually a bad game? Congratulations for you.
Yeah, it's not very good. I mean, it's Athena. So we're gonna have to exit out of this somehow. Oh, you press the back button. We're gonna quit the game. Make sure you want to quit. Quit no save. Doesn't really matter. All right. We want to see if Psycho Soldier's on this collection, though.
Chrysalis.
I'd be a little disappointed if... Oh, there it is.
Oh, my
All right, well,
God.
this is going to be the Athena episode.
This artwork's even worse than the first game.
No, it's not. Listen to the music, though.
Look at their faces.
You're going to want to actually turn it up a little bit so that you
right.
can hear the music before we go in. Because
we
I
go.
know you're going to really enjoy this, Ed.
Oops, I picked... Okay.
And just so you know, the song that plays during this game, I sing this song in my home nearly every day. So I just want you to hear the wonderment of this one. I'm a big fan of Psycho Soldier. I'm not a big fan of Athena, the original game, but I am a big fan of Psycho Soldier. And Capcom vs. SNK 2. Extreme Offense. Millennium Fight 2001.
Is this the song?
This is the song. You're going to love it. Just wait.
No!
Yes.
You better hide if you are bad. Oh, you had me going, man. I really thought it was.
This is the best part. Listen. Well, do you love it?
God, no.
I really do like this song a lot, though.
It's so bad, though.
I know.
Athena, I will go.
What?
So this is one of the earliest games. I don't know of a game that came out earlier than this that has lyrics to the theme song. Lyrics anywhere in the game. So this is kind of a breakthrough, I would say, in modern gaming.
Yeah, they have a lot of like samples, right? A lot of audio samples of people talking.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. But oh god, that song. It sounds like it's coming out of a Wii remote speaker,
Yeah.
which is fair, right? It's a fair. I mean,
It had to be compressed to hell.
yeah, to like probably several kilobytes, right? So not their fault. But also, why? Does it loop eventually? Are we gonna hear that again?
So I'm wondering if this actually came out before or after Sun, which was Capcom's kind of answer. Either this was an answer to Capcom, or Capcom answered this with Sun. I'm not really sure, but they both have a similar play style. There's 4 levels. You move up and down between the levels. There's not really any jumping. There's just attacks.
Why is this the kind of game that demands a response? Like, come on, dude. You can do better than this.
But I really enjoy it. I actually used to play a lot of Sun and a lot of this. I'm not gonna lie, and I love both. I legit love the theme song to the game. I'm not being ironic. I don't remember the Hitler speech being in the game, but it appears that there is. I haven't played it in a while. I'm not sure what that sound effect was from.
Who's talking?
I really don't know.
It's like they had free space on the on the game and just.
But you know how most of us have like a song that pops into our head every day, or a few songs like that? This is one of mine.
No.
Yeah.
We've known each other for 32 years, and you've never told me that.
I've never told you about Psycho Soldier?
No. maybe, but
Oh man.
I don't know, man.
I'm really not very good at the game for how much I've played this in the past. I'm not lying. That I'm a big fan of Psycho Soldier. Listen to those sound effects.
Why do you like this?
I'm half making fun of it, but I half love it.
Is it like it gives you like a Contra vibe? Maybe is that why you like it, or maybe
I don't
you can't
know.
describe?
I love old arcade games. And if they look and control remotely like a fun old arcade, I'm gonna like it. An old arcade game. I mean, I just
That's fair enough.
I just like gaming's history. So
yeah.
I think that was going to give me a big power up and I missed it.
Oh.
So yeah, this is GS Arcade where we pay respects to old games, unlike our Atari game series where we make fun of old games.
Mercilessly mock. I mean, I guess, man. Maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe it had to be there.
Yeah, I think there were better things to do in the 80s than play video games.
It's a lightsaber.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
magic
it
wand.
shoots.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. There were better things to do in the 80s. Well, no. Right?
Yeah, I mean, video games were really not at the same level, obviously, that they are now.
But even in the
They didn't have the
80s.
same addictive qualities that have been baked into every game
Yeah.
in modern times.
But still, the 80s saw some watershed moments in gaming, right? So probably a little more like the 70s, I bet. I bet, like, because what came out in the 70s? Pong and a bunch of old Atari games that nobody cares
Yeah,
about?
there wasn't really much of anything.
Didn't Mario 3 come out in 87 or 91 or
No,
something?
Super
It was
Mario
later than
Bros.
that?
3, I think was 89 at the earliest. I think it was 89. I think
alright.
Super Mario Bros. 3 was 89. Maybe like late 89.
Alright, so maybe the 80s weren't all that great, but...
Now 80s had some classics at the end of the decade, but it was mostly stuff like this. This was 86, I think, in an arcade. So, I mean, that gives you some perspective. And this is pretty fucking good. Like the gameplay, this is actually pretty fucking solid. It's probably why I played it a lot.
I'm actually... Honestly, I'm amazed that you're still playing it right now.
I'm having a ton of fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I love old arcade games, old console games, but I have, for whatever reason, I feel like I could probably spend the rest of my life just playing old arcade ROMs and be infinitely entertained for the rest of my life, just playing MAME ROMs.
I guess there are many thousands of them, right? It's not like you would ever run out of games to play.
There's a lot of games, and there's a lot of history there. I love the art style of like the 80s and in through the late 90s, early 2000s. And the gameplay and the design philosophy of giving the player a lot of awesome... There's a lot of awesome per second in these old games because you had to keep the player interested enough without having breadcrumbs that are going to last them for a long time. Like you have now, every game now, right? You have these breadcrumbs, gold and experience leading the player along.
What was that?
Like a dog in a rat maze.
A dog, so you just step over the entire maze.
If you use a cheat code, I guess. Okay, like a mouse in a mouse maze.
In a dog maze.
And oh no, I'm gonna fall in the... Yeah, I dropped down too far. So
I kind of want to see what else this collection has because
let me try and make this comparison here.
we're 15 minutes into this episode.
I know, but we're
All
gonna.
right,
This
all
is
right.
the Athena episode. Ed.
Oh,
This
it is.
This is all we're playing.
Oh, okay,
we're gonna make
okay,
another
okay.
episode for more of these games.
Okay.
We'll do another episode
My
for
bad.
more of these great classic arcade games. Today we're just focused on this beautiful woman.
I mean, okay, in this picture she looks okay, but that guy on the right, he's got one smushed
He's got a real
face.
snide look on his face.
He does.
I would say. Anyway, I was trying to make the first intelligent comment of this episode.
Oh,
Dare I say it? But I kept getting interrupted by someone, Nick.
Nick. Oh, sorry. Okay, so
I don't remember what I was trying to say though, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't
anymore.
either. Isn't that the worst? How come everything in this game looks cartoony except for that dragon who looks awesome?
Yeah, he looks pretty awesome.
But you don't look that awesome.
Oh, I was talking about how the awesome per second of the old arcade games, they have a lot more what we call awesome per second, which was a term I believe coined by Extra Credits in the
late 80s.
in the mid 2010s.
Oh.
And you're just giving the player an awesome and fun experience as fast as you can. You're putting as much interesting and fun experience in front of the player as you can in as short of amount of time as possible. Not a whole lot of flashiness, not a whole lot of repetitive gameplay. You're showing them a bunch of different enemy types, different kinds of attacks, and for the time, I know this looks somewhat repetitive, but it's we have seen a fair amount of different kinds of enemies and environments in a fairly short amount of time.
Oh my god.
And modern games, they will lead you along using tactics of giving you breadcrumbs, as we call them.
Premium
such
currencies,
as experience, currencies and premium currencies. Almost every game follows a very similar formula of experience, gold, which is kind of a standard currency, right? We'll call it gold here, and then a premium currency that you might be able to pay real money for in certain games, in pay-to-win games, right? And that's how a lot of mobile games work. The games are designed to be addictive in that way, and these games are designed to throw as much fun at you as they can, but also to kill you in a way that feels fair but actually isn't fair. And that's to cause you to put more quarters in the game. At this point, I would have probably spent about $1.25 on this game because I've continued several times, and I've only been playing it for about 11 minutes. So $1.25 in the 80s, pulling that out of somebody and only... Yeah, it's playing the theme song again. The wonderful, wonderful theme song.
So if you were a game designer, Joe, and you are, how would you design a game that felt fair to you when you died, but was not actually? The only thing I can think of is like Gauntlet, where you constantly lose health.
That doesn't feel fair at all.
Yeah,
that
right.
doesn't feel fair. That actually pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's one thing about the old Gauntlet. Well, actually, the old Gauntlet kind of sucks. This is way better. I like Psycho Soldier way more than the old Gauntlet games, I gotta say.
All right, so what's something that is unfair but feels fair to you? If you can think of an example, because it might be hard to come up with one on the spot.
It's pretty tough to come up with one, actually. It usually actually just feels unfair in these old arcade games when you get killed.
I mean, that's an interesting concept. You know, if you want to make a successful game, you harness the psychology of making a fun and addictive game. Or you just, exploit.
But back then you didn't have the player coming back and playing the game on their phone or on their console or computer over and over again. Back then you had them for the time when they were in the arcade, and you had to get as many quarters out of them as you could. So you had to keep your awesome per second high if you wanted to keep the player interested. And believe it or not, this kept people interested. So yeah, we've moved through several environments already. That's one way you can keep the player interested, is moving them through different environments, show them different enemies. The attacks, not that much different than the beginning of the game. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give him one more. We're just gonna give him one more in this episode.
All right, sounds good to me.
We're gonna check out one more game, one non-Athena game called Street Smart. I've never played this game. I think this may have come out for the Sega Genesis. I seem to remember having seen the name of the game.
This is what Japanese people thought that Americans looked like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a beat 'em up or a fighter's...
It might be a fighting game, yeah.
Press 1P butt.
We're going to press it. It is.
And
I have to play as Ryu. Okay, all my attacks send me careening forward. I'm just pressing the X button so far. All I've done so far is press the X button. It seems that I'm winning by just pressing the X button. Press 2P butt. Alright, so it doesn't automatically change direction like a modern 2D fighting game would. I think you have to turn around and face your opponent.
A couple days ago...
You do have to turn around and face your opponent.
This is actually not to spoil anything. In a couple days ago, Joe asked me online. He actually printed this in his show notes for tonight.
Yeah.
He would like somebody that he knows to become the best in the world at a fighting game. Right? Can be any fighting game. And I said something like Mortal Kombat 2 for the Sega Genesis, and there's a bunch of fighting games where the communities are not that big. You could legitimately become the best player in the world at that game if you wanted to. This is the game.
Street Smart.
This is the game that you become number one at.
Do you think I could become number one at Street Smart?
I think you are number one.
I might be. I'm probably the only one playing it, so this might be true.
You. Oh my god.
They're taking him to the SNK hospital.
Oh my god, that's brutally realistic, actually.
What did she just do to me?
Championship.
Championship. I think they didn't understand that championship is one word. It's not it's not a ship for a champion.
When I was really young, I used to think the word championship was championship.
That sounds like something you would have thought when you were a little kid. It doesn't restore your health between levels, by the way. We have to actually keep our health bar from the previous guy to fight the next guy.
You had no time to rest.
That's why it was so hard. Yep.
Yeah.
Just sends us in down the next guy. And it doesn't show us the enemy's life bar. He just blinks when he's low on health.
Yeah, that's weird.
He does seem to be careening forward at me as I careen forward at him. And it's kind of whoever just lands the hitbox first wins.
They could have called this game Street Careener.
Now, you notice how I'm throwing him sometimes? The throw button is just the same button. It's just the old X button here.
It's probably a distance thing, right? So, I mean, it was like that with...
yeah, it's like that with Street Fighter.
Street Fighter and Streets of Rage and...
Streets of Rage, you just walk up to them. You don't press a button.
Oh, you just...
But Street Fighter, you walk up to them and you press Fierce in the Street Fighter 2, and you would press both light attack buttons in later Street Fighters, but yeah.
Do you see that poster on the back of the screen?
I have plenty of time to look at the back of the screen, Ed, right now.
I'm just curious as to what two words are presented there. The first word is clearly the.
I actually have lots of time to look at the background, Ed, because all I'm doing is pressing the X button again and again.
But there's a second word printed underneath the.
You can do backflips, though.
You can. How many buttons are there? 2?
I think there's 3, actually. There's a jump button, there's an attack button, and there's a backflip button. He's running at me as fast as I can backflip. That's pretty impressive for our Ryu clone here to be doing that. Is this a Ryu clone though? I wonder if this predates Street Fighter. I doubt it.
I mean, he's just a guy in a karate gi,
He is just
right?
a guy in a karate. Yeah, I mean, so is Ryu, but for whatever reason, Ryu has become a beloved character in the gaming history, and the reason is because Street Fighter 2 was a fucking awesome game that has spawned an entire genre.
What?
What is she doing? What are these women doing in this game?
I mean, he would be a Ryu clone if he shot like a fireball or something. But,
actually, I haven't tried any attack motions. I haven't tried... Oh, there's actually multiple planes. I haven't pressed up or down yet.
Really? Wait, are you sure they were in there the whole time, or was it just this level? There's no way.
I think it was in there the whole time.
No.
No, I probably would have tried moving up, because that's usually jump in these games. But maybe not. Wait. Oh, there's an uppercut. I wonder if it's a launcher. Let's see if there's a launcher in this game. Does this look like a fair fight to you? Look at this guy.
This guy reminds me of Bobo from Double Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He killed you. He actually killed you.
Oh yeah, you can reset. You can rewind any of these games by pressing the L button. So if you get hit, you can just rewind it and not get hit. But it's also easier to just let yourself get killed and press the start button.
And then never have to play the game again.
See, this is a pretty crude fighting game. I mean, there's not really any reason to play this or get good at it. But yeah, I had a dream that someone I know and love would become extremely good at a 2D fighting game or a 3D fighting game, just a fighting game, and go to tournaments, and I would go to all their tournaments and watch them compete, and then that person would win a very large tournament, like a championship tournament, and get first place, and I would weep.
That was
in happiness for their victory.
That was the fantasy you would weep at the end.
Yeah, mostly the weeping was the fantasy.
Alright. Well, I hope that happens to you.
No, I don't think it's going to happen to me.
No, it's not going to be.
Nobody I know likes fighting games. I like fighting games more than anyone else I know. I think I just want to be the best at a fighting game, but I know that it's never going to happen for me. If I want to be a game developer and do all the other endeavors that I engage in on a daily basis that I find more important and more profitable than becoming very good at a fighting game, then I should probably not become good at a fighting game. But I would like for someone that I know to become good at a fighting game so that I can vicariously live through them and also be happy for them. Okay, where's the woman? What's the woman gonna do this time?
Oh, there she is. You know, she brought you a thermos.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the first one I could tell what she was actually doing.
Yeah.
She brought us a drink.
Oh, look, you're collecting the women like trophies.
Oh yeah,
That's very
just like I do in real life.
Oh no.
This guy's way easier than the last guy. He just keeps falling over.
His name is Trippy McGee.
Is that really his name?
Well, I mean, look what he's doing.
Yeah, he's pretty terrible. He's a pretty terrible guy.
Pretty dumb. He looks like a Dhalsim ripoff. I assume there's no way this game came before Street Fighter. I feel like.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this was because there was the original Street Fighter, which many people don't remember. There was a Street Fighter before Street Fighter 2. Was actually pretty bad, and this came out after that. You know, I like to come into these Game Soup Arcades episodes with a little bit more historical information about the games that we played. So maybe we'll do that for the next episode of Game Soup Arcade. That's usually what we used to do. We would come in a bit more knowledgeable and not just bullshit over playing old arcade games. But I think we had some fun here tonight playing these 3 arcade games and enjoying what they have to offer and seeing some of the classic moments in gaming history that SNK has so valiantly provided us with. You know, I would like to kill this guy, but he's really wrecking me at this point. But you can play all these games if you want to check out SNK Classics. Let's see if I can't get another key. Maybe we can do a giveaway for this or maybe something else. I don't know. For the next episode. But this has been GS Arcade. He's almost dead. Let's kill him. Let's kill him.
We'll kill him.
We'll kill him. You're getting bonus material.
As if I had something to do with it.
I'm just pressing X again and again.
So there's really only one attack button. There's the jump.
Well, there's actually you can press B and it does a different attack actually. It does like a punch up button, which looks like it should be a launcher, but it kind of sends him launching to the side.
Look at these prices. A shrimp plate costs $6.70, and whatever this is, $2.06. This game was not
good price.
This game was not designed by Americans. There's nothing has ever costed $2.06.
No.
That's very strange.
Well, I've seen enough.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye, Nick.